I want to tell you that as a physician and surgeon, eating is serious business. But that doesn't mean that it can't be fun. In fact, it should be fun. And it should be enjoyable. And it should be one of the best parts of your life. And you ought to do it with your friends and family. I grew up in South Texas, and we did a lot of different types of cooking. Cajun cooking, Mexican cooking, Tex-Mex cooking, and of course grilling on the outdoor grill. And the one thing that I liked the most was Cajun cooking, and that's because of the spices. Then I learned about Paul Prudhomme and read his books when I grew up and learned his techniques, and that was a real revelation. Paul Prudhomme shows you how to start with spices early, the appropriate ones early, cook them in gently, and then add the same spices, in some cases, a second or even third time. Some types of spices you put in early and you leave them till the very end because they cook in slowly and it takes some real cooking time, like rosemary, for instance. But pepper you can put in several times. I like to put in Tabasco sauce, but also red pepper flakes sprinkled in early on in the dish and then left to cook in like the rosemary. I don't show that in this video, but it certainly is a good technique as well. I think you'll like this recipe. It's easy to do. Any guy can do this. Stand there at the stove and just keep putting stuff in until you're finished. And if you have any questions about amounts of any of them, put in a little more. Pretty simple. And at the end, if you need something even more, you got the Tabasco sauce right there. Now, I will say that beef liver has so many nutrients, and all these spices as well add a lot of nutrition as well as taste. I'll bet you're going to like this. So we will start with about a half a pound of beef liver from a local beef supplier that I know very well. And it's sliced with a good sharp knife to pieces about 1/2 by 1/4 inch by 1 inch cubes. This is a crucial part of the procedure. You want fairly small pieces of liver so that the spices diffuse into them very well. This is salted nicely before it goes into the pan and turned and salted again. This is 1/2 of a red onion and it's been prepared for cooking. I try to leave as much of the outer surface on the onion as I can, because of the taste, the nutrients, and also the chewiness that I'd like to have in the preparation. The onions are coarsely chopped. This is about 1/3 of a stick of butter. And this is gradually heated under fairly low heat. I do not want high heat on any of this cooking, really. The liver is added to the heated butter and very gently browned as it's stirred carefully. Now, this cooking is a gentle process, and there's plenty of butter here. The idea here is if you wonder if there's enough butter, add more. And what we're trying to do here is make a lot of broth to go with the liver. Makes it a lot more palatable for some people who are not real liver eaters. They have a lot of nice tasty broth, and this is going to be tasty broth. You'll see. Add a little more salt as it cooks. You see a little steam rising as it cooks, no smoke. After it's almost finished browning, add a little paprika, about a tablespoon. Then basil, rosemary, and thyme. And Tabasco. Cook that in for a minute and then add the real lemon juice. And if the question is how much, the answer is usually add a little more. And after that's cooked in for about a minute, red wine, and plenty, so that you'll have plenty of broth. And at this stage, we're going to cover it for the first time, and later on we'll re-add the red wine sauce, basil, thyme, and parsley. So that'll give it the right taste. You can see that this is going to have plenty of broth. So now it's covered and we'll simmer it for about 5 minutes. And if there's any question about how long to simmer it, go another 5 minutes or so, maybe 10. This needs to simmer for a while so the spices will cook nicely into the liver. Now we add the parsley. Stir a little. And I can assure you at this stage of the game, the broth tastes wonderful. Plenty of broth so that anybody who's finicky about liver will taste a lot of broth and a little bit of liver. Another 5 minutes of simmering or so. And then just a sprinkle of paprika, thyme, and basil. Cover it again for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then the final dose of red wine, and then we'll follow that with the onions. The chopped onions are stirred in gently, and then we'll allow this to cook until the onions are beginning to clarify, but are still crisp. So that's nice to have slightly crisp onions to sort of offset the liver taste and give you a somewhat a crisper texture to the entire dish. This is almost finished. This takes about another 10 minutes at a temperature a little bit warmer than simmer. So the question may be at this point, couldn't you maybe add a little more red wine to this? And yes, this is a good time. This gives you that final nice fresh red wine taste. It gives you more abundant broth and an overall more sort of appealing feel. Now, I'm sometimes asked, how about garlic? Will garlic go in there? Well, and it will, but I think it changes the onion taste a little too much. So I usually don't use garlic. But if there's any question about onions and we need more or less, more. And finally, before finishing, Tabasco sauce. So it'll be nice and tart and peppery. When you're finished, the onions should be a little bit tart still, and also still pink. Now, if there's any question about the taste of the broth at this time, you could add just a little more lemon juice, but it usually is tart enough, very tasty, And some people might want to cook the onions a little bit longer. I definitely prefer to have them a little more crispy. I suggest that you use a bowl to serve this dish. It should have enough broth that you need a bowl, and it's easier to get it into the spoon, and it's easier to eat all the broth up. I hate to see broth like this spread out all over the plate where you can't really get to it.